Hey, what's going on, everybody? Desir here, and we have our round 3 matchup for Cosmic Crucible. Our opponent today is Panda, and we're pushing for that 3-0 victory. It's been a while since I had it, however, with the new season still pretty fresh, people are still trying to find out the best defense and offense balance to use. I think we might be okay on this one. We'll see how this ends up going. Now, there is currently the Illuminati event going on, so my Illuminati is on offense right now, which is actually a very good weapon. We should be able to experiment a little bit with it, and so far my defense has been holding up pretty well. So let's go ahead, take a look at my opponent Panda, and see what his TCP is, and see what they have on defense. Panda is 102 million TCP, so this is going to be about a 9 million power punch-up for me, so it's not terrible. They also have Mephisto, and they most likely will have the Illuminati on offense as well. It's just a matter if they've done enough testing to know what they can and can't do. I'm still trying to figure that out myself, so again, I'm going to be making a few risks during this matchup, and we'll go from there to see how this ends up going. Hopefully I can lean into my defense a little bit here. As I have mentioned before, they have been holding up very well for me right now. So let's go ahead and check out the defenses. In stage 1, my opponent has the 4-piece X-Treme X-Men with Rogue. There is no Nightcrawler here, so that does make this room easier to deal with. Stage 2, they have the Hive Mind Sasquatch Super Skrull team. Stage 3, Spider Society with Black Knight. Stage 4, the Mercs for Money with the Pre-Taunton Bishop and Nightcrawler. Stage 5, they have the War Dogs with Mephisto. And Stage 6, they have Darkhold with Dorm. So there is a couple easier teams in here, which means they're going to have that much more to use on offense. Hopefully our defense holds up, so let's go ahead and start our attacks. For stage 1, we're going to use our Masters of Evil. We're taking Absorbing Man out because we don't really need that pre-taunt, and we're going to be adding in Nova. As far as ISOs go, we do have them all set as Raiders, that way we don't have to worry about any ability blocks. Titania will be going first here. We're going to target the enemy Rogue and use the ultimate, mainly just to get that disrupt on her. Kang is now up. We're going to target the Gambit and use the special. That's going to put the slow out there on Gambit, Forge, and Sunspot. Ultron is now up. We're going to target the Rogue and use the special so we can get that turn rewind on her. For Moonstone's turn, we're going to end up targeting the Forge and use the special. That's going to get the trauma stun on him. For Nova's turn, we're going to target the Gambit and use the special. He did have an evade on him, but we at least got the evade off of him, and we did the splash damage to the Sunspot and Forge. Kang's turn comes up. We end up using the ultimate that kills everybody but the Gambit. Titania ends up using the special, and we end up getting the victory. For stage 2, you really only need 4 characters in here. That's going to be the base of Red Hulk, Apocalypse, Vulture, and Emma. After that, just bring somebody in that doesn't have many on-spawn buffs, such as Wolverine, Nova, or Doom. Those are probably the top 3 options. Today I'm going to be using Wolverine just in honor of the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Vulture will be going first, so we are going to start by using the ultimate that does a nice turn rewind to the entire team. For Red Hulk, we use the special that does end up doing a nice turn meter rewind to the Red Goblin, Carnage, and Sasquatch. Apocalypse will now ult and we are able to kill the Sasquatch. Apocalypse will use the Falcon Punch on the Super Skrull that calls the assistant and we end up getting the kill. Now we have a very easy kill on the rest of the Hive Mind team. Wolverine ends up using the special. Emma ends up using the ultimate, so we are able to get a kill on the Void Knight. We're going to tunnel down the Carnage, and the Red Goblin ends up bleeding out. This was a very easy hit and very efficient. For stage 3, we're going to end up using our Secret Defenders with Spider-Man Big Time. Now in order for this matchup to work, we do need the Spider-Man Big Time to use that ultimate on the Black Knight and flip all of those positive effects into negative effects. If we're not able to get that stun off on the Black Cat to the Black Knight, this will end up failing. Either way, we're going to end up keeping this matchup and we'll just come in with a cleanup if that happens. Spider-Man Big Time is going to start this match off by using the ultimate into the Black Knight. Luckily, I get every single flip on him, which is very rare to happen. Ms. Marvel Hardlight's up next. I end up using the ultimate on the Penny, so I get the turn meter rewind on Peter B. Parker, Penny, and Spider-Man Pavitra. Ghost Rider Robbie, we use the special. We actually land the ability block on Penny, and here I got so excited I messed up. I end up targeting Peter B. Parker and use Black Cat's special, so I got the trauma stun on the wrong person. I just got so excited that everything was going to plan that I basically blanked out. I was kind of laughing at myself when that happened. Photon, we end up using the special into the Spider-Man Pavitra, so now Black Knight has the safeguard and all of the buffs on him. This match is pretty much over because of that one mistake that ended up happening, so I'm just going to try to do as much damage as I can, then we're going to come in here and clean it up. For the cleanup, I'm going to end up using the Eternals, Cabal, Loki, and Void Knight. Void Knight's there to start off by using the ultimate to flip all those positive effects into negative effects and get the ability block on the Void Knight. Then I have the Eternals there to do the double tap, hopefully, because they are pretty low on health. So the Spider-Man Pavitra actually goes first here. He ends up doing his nasty chain and basically takes out the two low-powered characters, which is fine, but that did cost me efficiency. Void Knight's going to use that ultimate. We get the flip and the ability block on the Black Knight. Cersei's going to use the ultimate to flip those negative effects to positive effects for us. Icarus is up. We use the ultimate and we get that double tap, which is exactly what we are looking for. For stage 4, we're going to end up using our Cabal team. We have Zombie Juggernaut in there to basically pull the Nightcrawler special because he can't get stunned. And then we have Archangel there to go early, get the crit, and get that Cabal team moving. Nightcrawler's going first here, and he ends up using the special targeted on the Zombie Juggernaut. Zombie Juggernaut can't get stunned, so he's just going to take those hits. Now we can't ult turn 1 here, so Archangel, I do end up using the special, mainly to give myself the offense up. There are evades on that Bishop and the Old Man Logan, so that did end up missing for us. We end up losing the Zombie Juggernaut, and the Mercs for Money team is going off on us, however we are able to recover from this. Pandapool ends up using the special, so Pandapool does have the taunt on himself. Now it's our turn to go. Iron Patriot ends up using the special, so we're able to get the flips of the positive effects to negative effects and the trauma on the other side of the field. Namor goes, we end up using that special. We do get 2 kills, but they end up coming back, but the Archangel pings end up getting them. Leader's up, we're stuck on a taunt for the Pandapool, so we're still going to use that special. That's going to get some nice positive effects onto us and heal us up. The Pandapool does end up surviving from those hits, but we're starting to get moving. Iron Patriot ends up doing the basic. We get the kills on the Dakin and the Pandapool. Now Old Man Logan goes and uses his ultimate. We do end up losing the Archangel, but we're still fine. Namor goes, we end up using the basic and we take out the Nightcrawler. Now we have a 3 versus Old Man Logan. The Cabal does enough damage to we're able to take his first life away pretty quick. Old Man Logan comes back. Iron Patriot does the ultimate. We're able to get the stun on him because we're able to knock him low on health. Either way though, the assist comes in and we take out the Old Man Logan. The Cabal definitely pulled this out for me. For stage 5, we're going to use our Illuminati team against the War Dogs with Mephisto. Now, I do make some crucial mistakes in this matchup, so I'm going to definitely point those out because of what ends up happening in this matchup, and I want you to learn from my mistakes for that. So I do want to preface this that I did not do any sacks into this, as this is a straight up hit. Right away, the Black Panther Shuri end up using that special to get the ability block on the Mephisto, which I think is fine. But right now, I'm just going to start tunneling down the Mephisto right away. What I should be doing in this matchup is actually taking out the Black Panther 1 mil first, then shift over maybe to the Okoye or the Shuri, just because Nakia likes to stay in that stealth mode. And once Nakia is out of stealth, take her out. What's going to happen in this matchup is I stay too focused on the Mephisto to where I'm not really doing enough damage to him, and the War Dog characters are doing too much damage to me that my sustain isn't able to keep up with what's going on between the War Dog characters and the Mephisto. This matchup is totally different than the Black Order matchup that I did, where I just went in right away without any sacks. The War Dog characters are so fast that they're able to kind of do a death by 1,000 cuts. The sustain that I have with the Illuminati team isn't able to keep up with all the damage coming in from the Nakia and the Black Panther 1 mil taking our buffs away, and the Mephisto doing what he does. As you see, I've been staying on the Mephisto for about a minute and a half, almost 2 minutes, and I barely even scratched him. At this point in the matchup, I probably could have had all of the War Dog characters dead or close to dead, that I could have been able to shift my attention back to Mephisto once those characters were down, and then from there, I could have actually taken this match out. So I'm going to let this play out so you can kind of see what I've been doing, and hopefully you learn from my mistakes on this one. So for the cleanup, I'm going to do one sack with the Invaders team. Once this sack is done, I'm just going to load in, I'm going to pause it, let it time out. The main reason for that is I don't know where the cooldowns are at for the Mephisto or the Nakia. Then we're going to go in and do the final hit. So now that there's been 2 burns on the Mephisto, he's not going to come in with his empowered state, so we're going to go in with the New Warriors team. This should be a very quick, very easy hit to finish off the Mephisto and the Nakia. So the New Warriors are fast enough that we're able to kind of get the jump on this Mephisto team. Gwenpool's going to start by doing the special. Firestarter uses the ultimate that's able to take out the Nakia, and Deathpool's able to get the ping. Deathpool now is going to use the special, mainly just to get that percentile damage on the Mephisto. Cloak is going to use the ultimate. Dagger did get the ability energy, so we ult. Gwenpool now uses the ultimate, and the match is over. So we're able to clear this room, which I was very happy about. For stage 6, we're going to end up using our Tangled Web, Kestrel, Ironman Infinity War, and we're bringing in Northstar just to get rid of that Dorm Revive Onces. I think using Northstar here instead of the typical Falcon is going to be the better play because of the Dorm. The 2099 is going to be going first for us. We're going to target the enemy Agatha and use the ultimate, mainly because she has that death proof. That's going to give us extra survivability. Spider Weaver's up next. We're going to use the ultimate into the Dorm, trying to get that trauma stun on him. However, he was able to resist it. Morgan and Agatha both used their ultimates on us, and this has given us nice ability energy. Northstar, we end up using the ultimate, so we were able to clear all those revive onces. Doctor Strange Heartless uses the ultimate, which is unavoidable, and we were protected by those death proofs that we were able to take from Agatha. Kestrel's up. We end up using the special into the Dorm. Iron Man Infinity War, we end up using the ultimate, and the Dorm is killed off. Spider Weaver's up. We stay targeted on the Agatha and use the special. We get a nice rebound chain back between Agatha and Morgan, and we kill the Morgan. The ISO attack comes in and almost takes out the Agatha for us. 2099, we use the special to put the ability block on Heartless. Kestrel uses the ultimate on Heartless, and we're able to get rid of him. Now we're just going to focus down the Agatha. Once she's gone, we're going to switch over to the Wong and get the victory. And we ended up getting the victory on this one. Our opponent wasn't able to clear us, and if they did, they probably would have gotten the victory. We got a 48,956, which isn't that great on efficiency. Our opponent Panda got a 41,807. Let's go ahead and check out the defenses to see what happened. For stage 1, we got a 8363. The Masters of Evil and Nova look to be a pretty good team against this X-Treme X-Men 1, as it gives us a lot of control options. For stage 2, the Apocalypse Red Hulk combo into this Hive Mind Super Skrull team is very good. We got a 8368 on this one. For stage 3, we made that big mistake using Black Cat special into Peter B. Parker as opposed to Black Knight. That caused us to drop this one attack. We were able to clean it up. We got a 7957 on this one. For stage 4, we end up using that Cabal, Zombie Juggernaut, Archangel into the Old Man Logan team. We got an 8358 on this one. For stage 5, we tried using the Illuminati into the War Dogs Mephisto. The poor targeting definitely cost us on that one. So we ended up doing the sack, then cleaned it up with the New Warriors. We got a 7547 on this one. Not the best efficiency, but we did clear it. For stage 6, we end up using the Tangled Web, Kestrel, Ironman Infinity War, and added in Northstar. This made great work into that Darkhold Dorm. We got a 8363. Now for our defenses. Our opponent ended up using the New Warriors into the Darkhold, Dakin, Quicksilver team. This got them a 8366. For stage 2, my opponent ended up using their Illuminati into my Super Skrull and Friends team. This got them at 8368. For stage 3, my opponent ended up using their Cabal. They also added in their Kang and Titania. This was into my Old Man Logan team with the other X-Men. This got them at 8371. For stage 4, my opponent used their Secret Defenders and they added Apocalypse in. This was into my Spider Society Black Knight. This got them at 8343. For stage 5, my opponent ended up using their Superior 6 team. This was into my X-Treme X-Men with Rogue. This got them at 8359. And stage 6 looks like to be where my defense held up. They initially went in with the Cabal with Kang and Titania. They followed that up with the Illuminati. Both of those were backouts. Then they just tried to do what they could. This was against my Superior 6 Mephisto team, and it got them 0 points. Overall, I was very happy with how my defense performed. All of the teams that I wanted to pull something did, and it made it to where they weren't able to get the full clear on me. Panda was a wonderful opponent. They did an awesome job, so I do look forward to hopefully playing you again in the future. As far as my defense goes, I did make some slight tweaks to it for the following week already. I'm going to come out with a defense video just like I did on my week 1, where it's just going to show what defense team I'm using with one other option, because I know a lot of people don't have the same characters built up that I have, such as the full Illuminati team, which I'm going to be using for offense because it looks like we need to do that for an event coming up, and also the Mephisto. So I'll be sure to have plenty of options for you guys to use. If you did find this video useful, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.